Next question is, a baby weighs 7 pounds, 8 ounces at birth and 7 pounds, 1 ounce at discharge. What percentage of weight did the baby lose? Round your answer to the nearest whole number. So the most common mistake that I see students making on this one is that they try to say, well, 7.8 is the same as 7 pounds, 8 ounces is the same as 7.8. And that doesn't work out that way because we're not dealing with something in the metric system. We're dealing with pounds and ounces, and 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. So we have to get this all into the same unit. So the easiest thing to do is to convert this to ounces, so we have both values in ounces. So I'm going to convert the 7 pounds. Okay, I know that 1 pound equals 16 ounces. And why am I going to put the pound on the bottom? Because remember, I want my units to cancel out, so pounds cancels with pounds. So now I can find the ounces, so 7 times 16 equals 112 ounces. So I can actually use this part of the number with both of my weights here. So on the left side, my original weight, so this is the original, and this is at discharge. We can convert these both to ounces. So what I see is I have 112 ounces plus my 8 ounces, so that's 120 ounces. And then at discharge, it was 7 pounds, 1 ounce, so we have 113 ounces. So that's usually where people are having trouble. Once they get to this point, they can usually do the math okay, but I'm going to continue and do the problem. So that's the first part. We get everything in ounces. Now we have to figure out how much the baby lost. Okay, so the baby started at 120 ounces and left at 113. So that means they lost 7 ounces, but we want to compare that to another value because it's asking for a percentage. Remember that percentage is part over whole times 100. So what we have to ask ourselves is, what is the part and what is the whole? So the part, which is probably easier to figure out, is the 7 ounces. That's how much the baby lost. The whole, we have to decide, are we comparing that to the 120 or the 113? Remember, we're talking about how much the baby lost, so we want to compare it back to that original value. So we're going to compare it to the 120 ounces that the baby started out as. And so we have 7 divided by 120 times 100 for our percentage, and what we get is 5.83%. But notice that the problem asks us to round to the nearest whole number, so that means we're going to round this to 6% of the baby weight was lost.